everybody. Welcome to the Studying Brew, episode 682 on this beautiful Tuesday evening. We got Test Taking Techniques Tuesday on 682. Look at that.
Awesome. On Tuesday.
Yeah. I hope everybody's staying dry out there. I don't know where it is or how it's going in your part of the neighborhood, but ours is really wet. It is a lot of water. And I hope you guys are staying safe out there. And you know how good way to stay safe?
Yeah.
Stay home and study.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, get your study on. You know what I mean? There so many people, so many excuses. But you know, the one thing is when you're dealt lemons, you make lemonade. I heard. So if you got to stay indoors, might as well just get some study on. Might as well, get yourself one of them licenses.
I concur.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right.
They make it easy now. We come to you.
Right in your living room or family room or
wherever
basement,
your device is.
Wherever that is. Hopefully you're not in a closet somewhere. But you know, if you have to be, then you do what you got to do.
That's right.
Got to do what you got to do.
That's right.
I say that, but we did have a person who used to literally study at night and be on the Studying Brew from their daughter's closet.
Yes.
Passed their exams, but still.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Had to do what they had to do because apparently, they didn't want to wake the house and all this other stuff. So they're in the closet in their daughter's room.
Yeah.
But did it.
Got it done.
That's what I'm talking about. Do what you got to do. Whatever it takes.
Whatever it takes.
A lot of people wear the t-shirt, but very little do the action.
Legit.
They'll say that they will, but they don't always do it.
I agree.
All right. Speaking of which, my name is Andy. I am the guy that runs all the back office over here at KonaButterflyz. I am your hostess with the mostest, but you're not here for me and my hostessing. You're here for Brandy. She's got her Series 6, 63, 26, Series 65, and that Series 7, which makes her more than qualified to teach you all the things you need to know. So that way you too can get these licenses.
You know what I was thinking about doing?
What are you thinking about doing?
I was thinking about putting on my Kona shirt.
I thought you were going to say you're going to make bathing suits with it says like I'm licensed or something.
No. But I was going to put on a Kona shirt and then I was going to hold all of my pass notices up. Because I have all of them, guys. I have my passes and my not passes. But I was going to only show my passes.
Do you know what it'd be like? It'd be like that one picture they have of like what was it like
Tom Brady with all of his rings.
I was gonna say more of an Olympian like Spitz or Michael Phelps where they had all the
same difference.
All the golds on.
Rings.
All the medals.
Just
holding them all up. Yeah. Kobe with all his rings.
See?
Yeah.
See?
Jordan, right?
And it'd be all my pass notices. Yeah. It would be an awesome shirt design. I didn't even think about it putting it on a shirt.
There you go. What, you holding them or just pass notices? Oh, okay. I have a feeling people would actually take a cartoon version of you just like holding all these pass notices. The instructor that actually has all their notices. Not saying that there's some instructors out there who actually aren't licensed in things they teach. Well, I'm not saying that.
You gave me an idea.
I mean, if I were you, I would broker check if you were thinking. But I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there.
Just throwing it out there. But no, you're actually giving me an idea along with Starlene, because you know how some people, which guys, beyond just blessed that you guys would even say this, but they're like, yeah, when I'm in the test, I think of like, what would Brandy say, right? I have you guys with me. Dude, I should make a shirt that has me on your shirt anywhere to take a test.
That's the closest we can do to helping you guys on the exam, because unfortunately, even all the money we've been offered,
I can't take your exams for you.
Can't do it.
But I can show you.
Just like George Bush Sr. used to say, he used to say, can't do it.
Can't do it.
Won't do it.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Good old Senior. I love that guy. Anyway.
I love that old president.
I do. Fun.
I'm gonna have
I don't know why.
Cards that have just presidents on it.
They have those. They have trading cards with presidents on them. You can get those, Brandy. It's not. We can't make money on that. All right, but I love the fact that you're just so patriotic.
I'm trying to
be
a hustle.
I know, but it's already done. Sorry. Anyways, all right, everybody. Tonight we're gonna go over test taking techniques. We're gonna give you those skills to pay the bills. We're gonna show you. You know what?
What?
You can go to these exams.
Yeah, that's true.
You can study this content for months. Some people do. I don't know why, but they do.
Yeah.
Because if they were KonaButterflyz, you study for 21 days, hopefully.
That's true.
But, some people, even with us, they still stretch it out.
Take a little Little time.
for whatever reasons.
I hear you.
Or, they're doing other people's programs, which that's cool if you guys are doing other programs and you're here anyway for free. That's great.
Cool.
And you do what they say in your office or whoever, whoever's instructing you, coaching you, whatever. And, sometimes you're like, well, I just memorize all the content. I just, I'll read the book. Like, remember Earls? He was on here, right? Derek Earls?
Derek Earls.
Rewrote the book. He read the book 3 times. When I say the book, the security for the Series 6, he read it 3 times, the LEM for Kaplan, 3 times. 4th time, rewrote the whole entire book.
Right.
Rewrote it in his own words. You would think. He is now an expert in that book, right? Read it 3 times, rewrote it. You would think, pass.
Yeah.
No, he thought too, but no.
I would. You would think.
Not that he's not, not that he's not a smart person or anything.
Oh, I know that's not it.
No.
That's not the reason.
No.
Huh.
Do you know what it is? These exams are not content exams. They're not direct content exams.
No.
It's not like they go, define a retirement plan. What is an IRA? Tell me the difference between a Roth and an IRA. We wish it was that easy. And it was that simple, but it's not.
Right.
It's not.
Yep.
It is a critical thinking type of exam. We say this all the time, but very little believe us until they trust us. And then they go, oh my, you know what? You're right.
Yes.
And I'm going to start listening to what the question's asking me. It's almost like you got to pretend like these questions are coming straight from a client's mouth.
Ooh, yes.
If that helps you. I've said it many different ways to look at it, but if you think about it, these exams are to test your listening skills.
I agree.
Your reading skills as far as are you paying attention to the details? Are you listening to what the client wants? It's almost as if it's an exam that's testing you for what the actual field you're going into.
Are you saying that our clients aren't direct and they don't know exactly what they want all the time?
I am absolutely saying that 1000%. Guys, it's your job when you do get these licenses. You got to listen to your client. They're the most important person in the world right at that moment.
It's very true.
And you got to do what they say. You can let them know of the rules. You can let them know of what their choices are, but you can't make a choice for them. You have to inform the choices, and you have to let them know exactly what they're saying and what they're getting when they say that.
Correct.
And they might not be like, oh, well, I didn't know that's what I was saying.
You mean I have to take risk and get 20%?
Yeah. You mean I can't get I can't ball when I'm 70 years old on just $25 a month starting when I'm 50?
Right.
Yeah, mathematically, sir, it doesn't work out that way. But I'll show you the math.
It's true, though. But
I'm not trying to take all your money, but I'm just letting you know what your expectations can be mathematically.
Absolutely.
I'm just here to show you the facts. Just the facts. So, that being said, why these skills are important and why we show you that is because these exams are built to confuse you, to throw you off.
Yeah.
Just much like, your clients do unintentionally.
Yes.
No client tries to do that.
No.
They just uninformed sometimes, or they have higher expectations than performance can actually happen.
And as these tests teach us, and as this content teaches us, it's not their job to know. It's our job.
Right. And you're learning the rules, and you're learning to listen, and you're learning the laws about it, what you can and cannot do along the way. But these exams, you got to look at it like, okay, I just need to find a way. Yeah. Much like when you're with your clients, you got to figure out a way to key in on those keywords they're telling you, much like the keywords that are in the exam questions.
I hear what you're saying.
We're not showing you how to cheat the exam. In fact, this exam is pretty infallible.
I can't even imagine how you could.
I wouldn't even suggest that this is compromised in any way.
Not at all.
If anything, we're giving you the skills so that way you know how to key in on keywords, just like you will when the client speaks to you. There's certain words that the client is going to tell you, just like the exam questions, that you need to pay attention to. So that way you can give the best, what do I want to say? I don't want to say advice, because not the advice is the wrong word. Recommendations.
Based on their suitability, that they might not know is important, but you know is.
Right. So I'm trying to put this in the perspective in the fact that, you know, some of y'all get frustrated because it is a difficult exam, or maybe why can't they just say it straightforward? Why has it got to be tricky? Why is it? There's a method to everything. There's a reason behind it all.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So, and you also don't want to take away the value of this exam, and you don't want to take away the value of this license.
Not at all.
So that way, when you do strut hard by the pool in your KonaButterflyz, I just passed bathing suit.
It's a legit strut.
It's a legit strut as you go by with your cocktail and your sunscreen on as you're in the Bahamas, and people are like, what did you pass? And you're like, well, I'm glad you asked.
And the skills that we show you today and yesterday and in our test taking technique workshops is not, again, cheating a FINRA test.
Yeah, we're not showing you some sort of cheat.
It's literally the format of all multiple choice test creation. All multiple choice. It doesn't matter what test you're studying for. If you're taking a multiple choice test, these things are built into it.
Yes, whether they wanted to or not, there's patterns, there's the way they write it, and then that way you can use that to your advantage.
Yes.
And then also it'll help you. I know it sounds crazy, but when you meet with those clients, you're going to be that keyed in onto their keywords as well.
Yes.
So that way you're paying attention and staying with it. That's the hardest part. The hardest part is staying present in every question and not getting distracted and putting more information that's needed or getting thrown off the trail and you know, being able to do that. So that's what these techniques really show you how to do, and how these skill sets are trying to show you how to do this.
Yes.
So tonight we're going to do that for free.
Yes.
But we also have all that stuff in our built into our actual membership as well, in a much more specific way for specific topics. Like we have live sessions during the week that are driven by our members. Why do you have that this week? Because the members asked for it in our Discord. They suggested it. They said, hey, I need help in this. How can you help me here? So that's what we do in those live sessions, more specific. You ever gone to a college course or anywhere and you're just like, why is this guy going over stuff that's so like self-explanatory? It's page 23 in the book. I could stay at home and read that.
Correct.
I find that a waste of time. I hope you do too. I don't want somebody to read something to me I could have just stayed home and got. I want the extra. I want the advantage, that the clarification that I'm not getting on my own.
Gosh, that used to drive me crazy. I already read that in the book. Why are you just repeating it, man?
Right. Well, tell me how that worked. Well, you know, it's on page 45. Yeah, I read that. Now can you explain it to me?
Yes.
That's what we do in those live sessions. We go into it in more in depth, maybe given another analogy, maybe a scenario, maybe whatever way, a quiz question. We pull up a QBank, you know, and we go through their questions on that. How you may see it on the exam. It's not going to be the way you see it on the exam because FINRA makes sure that you don't.
Absolutely.
Or NASA. They pay a lot of money to make sure that those QBanks are exactly throwing you are not what you see on the exam. They know what's in the QBanks you're looking at, and they make sure the exam is different. They don't want you to see the questions beforehand. They don't want anybody to cheat this. There's a reason why.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So we show you in those live sessions on, you know, specific topics. We show you how you may see it based on QBanks and whatnot. And then also we give you that live Q&A at the end so you can ask questions. We do that for our members on the daily, on those live sessions. And then where do you learn the course? Well, we have our own course material on demand. So that way you can do that when you need it.
Yes.
I can stay home. Remember that whole part where I said I could stay home and just read that book or do that video on my own, right? That's where those course materials, you do that on your own, right?
Yep.
And then you go to the live sessions and you maybe get that explanation.
Yep.
And maybe we don't go over that topic, but that's what that Q&A is at the end.
Yes.
You ask whatever. Hey, I know you just taught on bonds, but I need some help on some option here.
Yep.
I have a quick option question. Well, I really want to get into more of it. Well, that's why we have the Discord, the Kona community, and that's for free for everyone. You can post questions on there. You can get questions answered. You can ask whatever. You don't even have to be a member. Take advantage of it. We have Studying Brew replays over there. We got all kinds of resources just for you guys, just for free, whatever you want to do, with like-minded people who are trying to just get this exam. Some people are you know, a lot of people are from different firms in there. They're not even from the same firm.
Nope. Different firms, different locations, different backgrounds, different ages, different everything.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
we're not just giving you content, we're giving you a community. We're giving you the resources. We're giving you every angle we can possibly breathe into you, and every advantage we could possibly bleed for you, we're giving it to you.
Yep.
Whether it's paid or free, take advantage of all that. And if you haven't yet looked at anything that we have, including our study guides that we have for the SIE all the way through the 6 to 63, right? And we even have something for the 26. Check out that link tree. All you got to do is scan the QR code, hit the link in the chat, go look it up. Our orientation explains everything that we have with video and audio, right? And you can just kind of see how it all works, and then go see for yourself.
Yep.
And all the other things that we have to offer, including a Telegram. It's like a bulletin board where you can even just get, you know, announcements, some PMA, whatever. But if you have any questions, you can just reach me at 866-439-5662 or simply 866-HEY-KONA. That's my number. You can just reach me there, 866-HEY-KONA or 866-439-5662. I used to put 866 just Hey Kona.
Yeah.
Do you know, Brandy, there's some generations here that don't even know that there's numbers and letters that go together.
It's true, because sometimes you don't see it on your digital.
Do you know what blows my mind? That I heard someone in the store say the other day. They were asking, you guys used to burn CDs? How does that even work? How do you put music onto a piece of plastic? Yeah, I know. Anyways, you want content questions? Go ahead and ask Brandy on that Kona community. You can get those questions answered. Just a quick reminder, we do have live sessions tomorrow. Series 26 members, you guys get your question Wednesday. It is simply Brandy showing up. You bring the questions, or you post those questions up in the Discord. She just answers them the full hour. That's how that works.
Yep.
Whatever questions you have for that exam, take advantage of that if you're studying for that Series 26. Series 65, we got 2 hours of fun with all of you on the Series 26. And tomorrow, especially, we are going over laws and regulations.
We're going over people registration.
People registration.
If I was studying the 63,
this is an advantage to the 63.
I
Hey,
would also be that.
fun fact.
What?
Fun fact for all of you.
Mm-hmm.
The Series 65.
Yeah.
What do you want to say?
I'm going to say the Series 65 is like the icing on the cake. It's a little bit of everything.
Okay. You weren't following what I was saying, but Series 65, most of it is 63 material. How much of that exam is 63 material?
This whole entire part.
Which is the first part of the whole book.
Yes.
If you were doing an LEM, right, of Kaplan.
Yes, thank you.
If you're going through FINRA or NASA.
It's the last section. But it's okay, look, guys. It's 39 questions. This particular section is 39 out of 130 questions. The 63 is 60 questions. Same content. Legit, the same content.
Exact same content. Tomorrow is the exact same content if you were studying the 63.
Yes.
No difference.
Nope.
None.
Nope.
It's for the Series 65, but there really is no difference for the Series 63.
That's right. That's why I said 63 years. I'd be on if you could.
Yeah, I'd show up. 2 hours of that.
Yeah.
It's going to be fun. There's going to be hijinks. There's going to be laughter and a lot of learning. I don't want you guys to feel like you're going to be bored. When does it all start? 7 a.m. in Hawaii, 10 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Mountain, 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. in the East. That's for the Series 26. 65, right after that, like Batman and Robin, 8 a.m. in Hawaii, 11 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Mountain, 1 p.m. Central, 2 p.m. in the East. Remember, Arizona, you are on that Pacific time zone. So show up then.
Yes.
Your West Coast time.
Let's go.
Test taking techniques workshop free. It is the same exact Zoom code you're on right now.
Yes.
Saturday morning. Check those local listings. It's in the morning for us in the West Coast at 8 a.m. So look at that time zone in which you are in. It is free. It's about 30 minutes. No cameras required. So that way, if you have your morning face on, because you haven't had all that coffee, right? You haven't you still got that morning crud. It's okay. Keep the camera off.
Yes.
You can get yourself ready for the day while you watch or listen to how we teach these techniques. It is the basics. It is the foundation. It is the bare bones all the way down. Doesn't matter if you're studying for securities, because we're going to go over MLO questions. We're going to go over life questions. We're going to go over plain old like pop culture questions, because we're going to teach you the concepts on a super basic level. I don't know anything. Teach me, Brandy.
Yep.
How do these things work? We're going to do that tomorrow, and you can learn all those Kona specific vocabs, like words that you're going to hear tonight, like same to be different, Mona, double dip, opposites. Guys, that's all Kona specific type stuff we teach these skills with. If you want to learn what all that is, we're doing that Saturday morning. No replays, not recording it. No, because Andy has to get up at that early in the morning. So do you. I'm not recording it so you could sleep in. If you want the help and you want it for free, you're gonna have to show up.
That's right.
That's how I look at it. So we'll see you there Saturday morning. All right, let's get the show on the road. What do you say? Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. I talked enough about it. Let's get down to business. Rule number 1, we have rules to Test Taking Techniques Tuesday. That's what we do. Rule number 1, you're not allowed to ask, what exam did that question come from? Oh my goodness, that looks like a Series 7 question. Brandy pulled a fast one, all of you, last night. Only Series 7 questions were done last night. Do you know why? Because if we tell you, some of you guys, you get so intimidated by these numbers and exams, you don't even think about the technique. You're not even paying attention.
That's right.
You're focused on what you know about the exams instead of what's on the board. And that's what I want you to do. I want you to pay attention to what she's writing down. What's she looking at? Why is she writing that? Why is she drilling it that way? That's what I want you to do in your drills and your exams. So that way you can add the skill set. And how do we do skills? How do we add skill sets? How do we learn techniques? By doing.
That's right.
That brings us to rule number 2. As soon as we're done here, I want you to log off. Go get yourself a 10-question flash quiz. That means 10 questions, 10 minutes. No room for thought. Just technique, just skills. Well, I might get a 20%. Well, you might get an 80% too. Stay positive.
That's right.
Stop looking negative. And even if you do get a 20%, so what? You're adding a skill set. Do you think Michael Jordan learned how to do a crossover dribble and a fadeaway jump shot over a defender's head?
No.
Posterize people without trying?
I don't even know what that is.
That's right. But that's okay. You don't have to, because you're learning a skill set. You get better at it by doing.
That's right.
That's right. Yeah. Don't ask Jordan how many times it got swatted away before he learned it.
No.
Yeah.
Nah.
But we all know he got famous for doing it.
It's true.
Hey, the only way you do is by doing. So we want you to do that. What Q bank should I use? Whatever one you have. What unit, what function, what area, whatever one you're on. That's what you do. So let's go, Brandy. Let's start the show.
All right. We do answers first here because it just helps. It just helps. Right? All right. So I have, they are tax-free at the federal level. It's a very basic statement. Tax-free at the federal level. They pay a higher interest rate than similar corporate bonds. Okay. They are safer than any other bonds. That's a very declarative statement. And then they are always state and local tax-free. Ooh, check this out, guys. We're talking tax-free here. We're talking tax-free there. These two are opposite from each other. And check this out. This one says always. We think that always is what we call Mona. This is must, only, never, and always. And we have noticed here that when we see must, especially only, never, and always, that we know that these are usually, not always, but usually not true.
Yeah, nothing's 100%, not even Lysol.
That's right. So if I was a guessing person, I would say this is a not true statement and this is my true statement, just based purely on what I circled and boxed out.
Do you see how that's going to give an advantage when you read the question?
That's right.
And we read the question with intent. So now we're looking for a true and a not true. We're kind of zoned in for that.
That's right. One of the major benefits, which is like a true of municipal bonds, is I'm just going to go with the one that I said is the not true. What? Yes.
What?
Yeah, just that one. Right. And sure enough, boom.
That was confusing. You're going to go with the one that's true?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
The positive one.
Yes. All right. I'm on the not true. What?
That one, it would be like that, huh? Okay. The
Wow.
not true.
The not means two negatives make a positive, so you're going for the true.
Yeah, you know.
I know she's not trying to confuse you, but
Just gotta flow with it. All right, I got Form U4. Oh, what is that? I don't know. Municipal Securities Rule Board. I don't know. I see the word municipal, so sounds like that's probably what the question would be. The Central Registration Depository.
The CRD.
What the heck is that? Ooh, that is the CRD. Very good. I was trying not to do
I'm not a smart man, but I can put letters
Right.
together.
And then broker check, something about checking brokers, right?
Yeah.
It's not brokers writing checks,
Yeah.
right?
No.
Let's check this out.
We're going to see if you are a broker.
Exactly. Members and non-members alike can look into a broker's service and qualifications records by accessing which of the following services. I feel like this is checking in on them.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's right, guys. Look, I'm just matching the words.
Hey, it's like as if you were getting a house built and you had a contractor. You're probably going to go look and see if that contractor's licensed before you start giving them money.
That's right.
You know,
to see if you're legit.
Did they take money and not build a house before? I don't know. Let's go check it out.
That's right.
Same thing with the broker check.
That's right. And look, did I focus on what I didn't know, or just did I match the words in the question? Just match the words in the question. I probably should do that. All right. Business risk, which can lead to financial risk. Market risk, which can lead to interest rate risk. I don't know if any of this is true. I'm just looking at the words business, financial, market, interest rate, call, reinvestment, interest rate, financial.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. But I feel like I'm going to focus here. And I'll see if there's any other words that match. I'm just going to play a match.
Why do you want to focus there?
Because I feel like the way the answers are written, I'm going to lead off with the beginning because it says which can lead. Because I feel like the question should be pointing to that first answer choice. I mean, the first risk. That's what I feel like. Anyways.
Okay. Just curious.
An investor holding a 4.5% callable bond is has it called away by the issuer when the interest rates fall to 3.5%. This is an example of, I'm just going to match the words, guys. I'm just going to go call, call, call. And what do you know? It is the answer.
Bob's your uncle.
Literally.
I just matched the words.
I just matched it. I just legit matched it. That's it. I didn't do anything fancy.
The question's talking about calls. There's an answer that's talking about calls.
There's numbers, but check this out. There's numbers in the question, but there's no numbers in the answer choices. If you guys, I can almost guarantee you why, because I lived it. If you guys started with the question.
I like how you almost guarantee, because there's no guarantees in securities.
Look at that. He caught that. But I could say this with confidence. A lot of you, because I did the same thing. If I would have started with the question and saw that 4.5 and that 3.5.
Oh my gosh, it's math.
And check it out. Not even math related, but we see numbers and a lot of us start to panic. We start to sweat and we're like, oh my gosh. And we haven't even read the answers yet. Imagine, guys, I saw no numbers in those answer choices. So the numbers didn't bother me in the question.
It's literally what their brain screams. Oh my gosh, there's math.
Yes, but I knew.
Where's my calculator?
Math. See, but I knew there wasn't math because there was no numbers in the answer choices. So why do we start with answers? There you go.
So we don't waste time.
No, and we don't stress for no reason. Don't stress for no reason. This question, I'm going to preempt you guys. This is a process of elimination question. This is why I like this one, right? Investment Advisor Act. I bet you that has something to do with advice or advising. Securities and Exchange Act. I bet you this has to do with securities and exchange, which means there's going to be some people involved because I can't exchange by myself.
Nah, you can't trade with yourself.
Right. Uniform Securities Act. I'm assuming there's some sort of uniformity. Okay. And then the Securities Act of 1933, I'm guessing this has something to do with securities.
Just a guess.
And I'm just going based on the words on the screen. I'm not trying to do anything else, right?
Right.
Okay. What is the name for the legal framework of state laws for broker-dealers, registered representatives, blah, blah, blah. A lot of people, right? So check this out. It talks about broker-dealers and registered reps, but I'm going to be real, guys. This right here is not even the point of the question. The point of the question is really the legal framework of state laws. Does that sound like advice?
No.
Does that sound like people and securities? No. Does that sound like securities? No. But I bet you, because there's states involved, you have to have some sort of uniformity across all 50 states. So I'm just going to go like that. So I didn't get this answer because I knew it. I got this answer because it didn't sound, none of those other answer choices sounded like states.
No. And a uniform is exactly what it is. You want everything to be uniform. Everybody is under federal law. We all have to follow the same rules. Hence why you can take this exam in any state.
This is true. Fun fact. It's not like insurance where it's all different in each state.
Yeah, this is a federal exam. Every state has to abide by the federal rules.
Exactly.
Like it's a uniform.
That's crazy. Okay. The ability to accommodate more conservative clients. So I got ability, more conservative clients. I got the additional income generated from the payment of margin interest. I got additional employment of operational personnel to administer the accounts. And I have the ability to pledge customer securities for loans. Okay. So I actually have these two are both say ability and these two both say additional something.
Right.
Okay?
We need more.
We need more. Which of the following is considered a benefit for a broker dealer offering margin accounts? Well, broker dealers are a business, right?
They are a business. They need to make some money.
So wouldn't that be additional income for the business?
That would be.
Come on, people.
That's how I like my business to run. Additional money coming in.
Now, that didn't take securities. That just took business sense.
It's just plain old business sense. If I got a shop of any kind, I want to sell more tacos.
Exactly.
I might be selling salsa on the side why? Because it brings more money in. It's additional income. Come on, guys.
Sold for the business. Okay. Now we have numbers. I promise I will make this painless. I got $4. I got $2.50. I got nothing, and I got $1. C is different for sure.
It's not even using numbers, for goodness sake.
Right. It's okay. I have a 4%. So I got 4%. I'm assuming $4. I could say 40, but there's nothing there that there's nothing there in the answer choices that make it 40.
Right.
Non-cumulative. So this means not adds up. Remember yesterday when we talked about cumulative meaning all adds up?
That means we're not adding anything into it.
So literally, guys, that word association's from last night's free Studying Brew.
Right.
The company eliminated its dividend payments for the last 3 years. Okay, so I got $4 and I got 3 years, right? Isn't 4 times 3 12?
That's what they taught me.
Okay, guess what? Not an answer choice.
Oh no, Brandy.
So look at what's still looking pretty good, right? But is now in a position to resume paying them before we pay common shareholders their dividend. Well, look, guys, I got $4 there. I got 4 sitting there. The 3 thing didn't work out because that's not an answer choice. So I'm just going to go with 4 because it's the only thing I have.
Can we reason this out with content? Sure.
Of course,
Is there
the content, guys.
Of course we do. But you know what? You might be in the exam and you forgot all of it. You might have a grumbly in your tumbly because you went ahead and ate that experimental burrito before this exam and you just can't wait to get out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And you ain't got time for all that. Man, Brandy told me there would be a moment like this. Mama said there'd be days like this. And then there you go.
But do you guys see what I did there? Because usually I would tell you guys there's a 4 and there's a 3 and there's a 12, but that's not there. So I'm not panicking. I still said 4 and 4 is a choice. I'm just going to click it. Yeah.
Not a good idea to drink that milk Thai iced tea.
No.
And be lactose intolerant.
Please don't do that.
Why would you do that? But it happens. You never know.
It does.
All right, everybody. Well, that's what we had for you tonight on the test taking techniques. Remember, we do this in the live sessions for all you members, but we do a little bit of free for all of you. Like C's Candy, we're just handing out little truffles here and there. You can catch the replays on our Discord. If you love more truffles, just like Costco, you can fill up on all those free samples. But we do have a meal for everybody that's a member, and you can buy the whole box. But until then, everybody, we got live sessions tomorrow. We got Discord Wednesday tomorrow. So post your questions up on the Discord. If you want to see your questions answered tomorrow live on Studying Brew, we're going to go through the Discord and just answer people's questions on there.
Yep.
Brandy's crazy like that, like an instructor just going through questions live.
Yes.
That's crazy.
Dangerous.
So go ahead and post those questions up on there, and we'll put that up tomorrow night.
Yes.
Same bat time, same bat channel. Until then, everybody, stay safe out there, and don't forget to wash your hands. Don't touch your face. Don't touch your friend's face. That's all I know. And keep that positive mental attitude. PMA, everybody. Have a great night.
Thank you guys for being on. We super appreciate you. Don't forget to take that flash quiz. Practice these techniques before you go to sleep tonight, and we will see y'all tomorrow. Have a great one.
That's right.